my classroom. Today I'm going to be taking you on a classroom tour. It was suggested by one of my followers, and I also wanted to give you an inside view as to how I function on a daily basis in my professional environment. Now, for a bit of a disclaimer, I'm sure many of you have watched several classroom tours already. You're trying to get ideas, you're trying to figure out how to set up your classroom. Now, my classroom may not be as fancy as many of these classrooms that you have already seen online. However, it is fully functional for me and my students. So if you would like to see my classroom tour, stay tuned. This area is our memo area. It is where we find our Connect schedule, our school calendar for important dates, extensions throughout the building, and of course I'm showcasing my family and my classroom last year. Here's one of my coworkers, and she's probably gonna get me if she were to see that I posted this, but she'll be okay. This is our communications area as well as our cool down and reflect spot for students that need to refocus and calm down when they're having difficult times in the classroom. I also provided the counselor's choices so that they can problem solve and take part in conflict resolution. As you can see over here, we have our classroom jobs displayed, and my students really enjoy having a leadership role for the day. We have our hall passes, our calendar area. We have an area where students can turn in their homework for the morning. We have our anchor charts displayed to reinforce skills that we've covered for the week. Here we have our teacher table, and you can see that I have these DIY crates. I found the idea on Pinterest, and you also see that I have my grandma pillow. I'm sorry my back can be a challenge, so I have to be comfortable, you know. Across the front we have our cursive writing. Yes, we are getting back to cursive, and as you can see, my student desks are positioned in groups so that they are able to collaborate and interact with partners throughout the course of the day. We have stations throughout the class, and you'll see the particular labels for them in just a minute. Here we have our guided reading and our math station where I meet with students. Here's our WOW station where we're working on words, building vocabulary, and also our CGI station for math. We have our recycling bin, and it's a little dusty, but it's okay. The paper is going to be repurposed anyway. Here's our resource area if a student needs multiplication facts or hundreds charts. Here we have our writing station, and I'm reminding them to use the RACE strategy, where they restate the question, provide an answer, cite the source, so on and so forth. Here we have our word wall, and as you can see, it is segmented based on the subject area. This is our technology and hands-on station, and you see that we have our manipulatives that are provided for students. In the crate that is provided, we have several different games that focus on the skill for the week. They're organized based on the standards that we cover in the class. For example, we have Multiply the Treasure, we have area games. Whatever the focus is for the week, we provide that game to help the students to be engaged in mathematical thinking and to strengthen their knowledge. Here we have another resource for students where they have the place value base 10 blocks, and they are organized based on the value of the quantity. You see we have 10 hundreds, 10 tens, and I provided 10 or 21s, as you can see. And they're organized neatly with a little placemat for the student. And this is very beneficial when they are engaging in addition and subtraction. This is my teacher desk. I really don't sit here much, but I like to display pictures of my family. I'm very nostalgic and I love my family. So I enjoy looking at that and my kids. It also shows them that I am a human. Here I have my trays displayed based on the day of the week, where I insert copies based on activities that are needed for that day. I have my projector area, and as you can see, I also have that plan for the week to keep me focused. I have a reminder poster for students to remind them to check over their work before completing it. They have a bit of a checklist. Here I add my essential questions for each subject area. I'm just panning around the room again so that you can get a full scale view of our classroom. You see we have our classroom library beside my desk. Again, we have our word wall, cubby area for the students. And again, this is still a work in progress. The students haven't come in yet. I'm in the process of beautifying it a little bit more. We have our voice level display. This provides reminders to students for the levels that they can be on throughout the classroom and throughout the school building. Here I have my must-dos and my may-dos displayed for students so that they know the requirements and the expectations for that day, and when they're finished, it gives them ideas for what they can do. Again, this is my teacher table. This is the tray where they turn in their classwork or their assignments for the day. All right, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, and I love you guys so much. Hope you got some ideas for your classroom. God bless. Have a great school year.